Sakura. Fiabo Sakusung Kanaka for not Pamsam so sung Lenica for Bexa and Sunga Gangam Ken has senior high Sakura.
I can do better than they do. I can do better than they do.
106.5
Be the change.
Abedimpo 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 Abedimpo
Mayana Sports Crew no ase ene anope na yemrefie anope mamencha Elder Oware wo amankwa crew ene anope amankwa crew mfo nyina anope ye chiachia mo na menkai was labor exchange program no jumedie no of course makacha was on the 10th and you know on the 10th and 11th respectively it's now for Nova Assembly Hall Beche Magazine Ebekoso ntie nano pay baby awubiano if you must migrate then you must migrate safe. And so we are doing this having successfully completed and implemented the labor exchange program under the YEA. Readiness for campaign across all 16 regions begins today. And so the Afro region is taking theirs respectfully today on the 10th and 11th of August at the Sunafo North Assembly Hall, Bechem Magazine, and the open space. So as part of YEA's commitment to promoting safe, orderly, and regular labor migration, this nation
Youth Life Match
0504 600 727. The labor exchange program creating opportunities, protecting future. Internano pay no Ghana buy so we tukwanya. Can only say who be here so we tukwanya our kwan paso. And that's Kofi Kinata. No place like home. We all know home is very sweet, but like I told you earlier, successive people never made it at their comfort zone. But then if you must migrate, then you must migrate safe. If you na video wakrata beja mansona poso yemfa emre nano pay. Nana Rich ewo got so run up ebechum ewo Nana Rich phones and accessories. 0243987946. 0243987946. Nana Rich phones and accessories. And pay bura honomo. Na wadamasi h3. Be an ash foamer now. Ash foam de showroom kesie paba have original capital goso and open mighty mattresses, orthopedic mattresses, comfort mattresses. Living room. And I say we say no bedroom furniture, it's a wardrobe, bedside drawers, and the keka hunyina nswa. Ubu mo showroom kesie power for origin goso. Kumasi kwano so answer no betesi mo nsi hono.
Boys and girls, the headlines there. If you wanna be rich, then you better make sure that you got your shit. Oh, come on. Hit it. Hot off the press. For everybody here, we're gonna do our best to make you holler, make you scream. I heard it on the news, it's an incredible scene. I just like the word. I jam it, listen, and everybody I heard to make you party, make you sweat. You're even gonna feel it through your TV set. I said the headlines, headlines, You heard it. Headlines. Headlines.
All right, in Tiano Peno, Yenshas here and free Ghana's favorite newspaper, Daily Guide for God and Country.
Special report. It's rocking in the pocket, paper jam in the sports. It makes your body so wet. A devastating that you never forget. I just got the news. Got it printed in the paper, everything that you do. You wanna party, rock and roll. It's a hot news tip for your radio. It's the headlines.
All right, in Tiano Peno, Yenshas here and free Ghana's favorite newspaper, Daily Guide front page, and then I pay big story. Captivating ones, of course, this morning. Now, let's go quickly and bring you what the papers are saying. Ato Forcing opens new military facilities. Applaud Unique Development Limited for that wonderful job. Also, Wuntumi files for bail pending appeal. Goldfields must stay. Honusu Youth also says that one. Jonah Capital takes Nigeria to ICC. And also AG Ghana leaders train 250 pastors in the Gambia. Now, that is the front page of Daily Guide front page. Also, the Chronicle newspaper this morning, front page, big story. Which minister took the $1 million bribe? The question is here. And then Attorney General Dominic Akotinga Dan Ekufuado says, lawyer Martin Kwebu, NPP demands return to Parliament. Katanka family hails Ghanaian support during Apostle Kojo Safo's final transition. The Metro lens this morning. Dasoman Road in Stinking Hell. Gutter water swaps. Major Road. Adenta Dodowa Road. Big push turns into killer dust. Page 8. This morning. Don't sign it. NPP warns Mahama over Cocoa Bill. Page 10 has details of that story. We are grateful. Katanka family thanks Ghana. And the Ghanaian publisher Ato Commission Bolter Barracks applauds Unique Development Company for a good job done. Sam Jonah drags Nigeria to international arbitration over $5 million Abuja and dispute. MP rally support for Coca. Archbishop on Galamsey, pray for Ghana's water bodies and then also the lands. Cocoa bill will hurt farmers, says the NPP. The new publisher front page this morning. Kwebu speaks truth to power. Mahama worse than Akufo-Addo on free speech. 1 million chop bribery scandal. Ghana US hand fugitives after ex-tour boss conviction. New cocoa ball. Law will hurt farmers. NPP warns. And then also 2 brothers arrested over couple shooting. That is the new publisher newspaper this morning. The Supreme newspaper this morning, Gamanche commends MEF for historic 1.1 billion cedis profit and also 5,339 Ghana cedis revenue. Katanka family thanks Ghanaians. And Tesano MTTD divisional commander honored by civilian motor rider for exceptional service. Also, future of Ghana law. Mahama strips mosquito naked in ministerial reshuffle. And this morning, you can see the ministers as well as Mahama on the front page. Malaji Ahmed is here, Mahama Yarga is here, Zenato is here, and also Kenneth also here, as well as the mosquito chairman general himself, Asedu Nketia. Ex-power minister Kwabena Donko fingered in US $1 million bribe deal. When the nation is plunged into tragedy, the nation is plunged into suffering. And this morning, we are getting the information that because this man has dual citizenship, a US citizen as well as a Ghanaian citizen, the US decided to trace emails. Emails. Messages are a trace. The Money Laundering Act, all the processes a jelly nipano. But we are here in this country and they are saying say nipana or no edgy sikasa 1 million no. We are here to know the person and see what we'll be doing. That is Ghana for you. But a quick one, let's go. And then this morning, let me also remind you that Chief, good morning. I don't pay my menchia. Na menchia a year half. Regional Police Commander. Yes, Commander 1. DCOP James Ano. Papa, Oma Police Juma IFA. Oma policing in Afo. Aya kono. In fact, over the weekend, I admire, I adore, and acknowledge and appreciate the worker. Nemrantie no omuye no Afo region. Enti thumbs up to you, Commander. And now pay baby will be a two for Yankopon koso anya okese. Na wojuma ni so boy ho ban. One two for Yankopon so ombo won so ho ban. And now pay the least I can say. Enti jina fire concrete no na yenhwe de ewo ho no mo and now pay.
You. Mamena wasepa na menchie tiefo nyina.
Yonsu Junction from AEC bill.
Na ba fi wo ho eye sere so dome abrafe nso so tipo kromfo. Ochese CCS show May 2027 and 2028 enema de dana kwanbu pa wo se ka ye di nyina ya hwa yetu asisi bibia enso ededa na kwanmu kama the expose de ubokrata nadmo de kokobo kese pa aba ese nche na chese bagridam ye ba bebie sansa ye ma to mo se mo amotetete nsuo na no munyina muntu afenso wote ba bia nsuo ta yiri fa ho no ma omuchese munyina muntu ansa na dam no ye bie na no efiada no na ministerial reshuffle because ye mampanyiri John Dramani mama den sesae kakra baaye ntini ba makomako 9 omufo nyini eneda hanum say Dr. Zaneto Ajima Rollins eka ho afi onmonyamfo Gilbert nsoso eda hanum say na majority leader onmonyamfo mama yarga nsoso mfo nyini eda hanum say ya ese wo pemu nsem na modia na wakwakope the expose de obokrata ubehu obia position kama pa ewo hanum kata nefa etosu enum ensoso ede abase ade property nti a Dr. Zaneto ni ministry appointment no kire se den sesan ye ebeba ye galam se kun ni mu no upemu nchire mu nsoso a the expose de obokrata ewo ni nyina wa hanum se krata fa etosu miensa ewo the expose de obokrata Sam Jonah daha na cheso no so ne Nigeria for nyansensema sisi a wa tabiri Nigeria de akwa kopie eyempanyimfo ani so omonhwe na asem no yensiesie emfa emma omo the Daily Statesman de ubokrata ohwakrata ne fa etosu mienu a na chese NPP amayuku ene de abase eye Cocoa board bill no yensan so framba mrahye bedwam no mo hwehwe mesan so mususu se niema bebre wo mu a enko yi se ekuafo no se ye ne sa de mo kire se ebe ha ekuafo no pa enti bill no yensan so framba mrahye bedwam mo biem na kire so mo nso enhu kwan a ebefa so a bill no ye de ebefa krata to so ennan enso so e de aba na pese ukopiem wa Asante mantem wa ene delegate no mo nso kire se ye koka ne mre ena aso Ora Martin Pebu lawyer Martin Pebu ni fonye ni daha ene na no weekends no so tutu bi de abe fonten time fidie no so pa osisi ye hwe efri 2025 ebesi 2026 ya ye mampanyi John Dramani mama betna konwa no so na nche be sa afene fa eni na so ye cheche nkrofo pa ba ni free speech ho a osi cheche nkrofo kura che tama na mampanyi na kufu adoto akonya so 8 years no eno no se saade no enye se ndisi fo anhwe a osi dachi bi no ebe ha omo ewo baby afi so kantanka abusuafo omo de aba so omo daga na fo nyina sese na no memne da omo call Thanksgiving no kwaye Thanksgiving no kama no the Daily Statesman de ubokrata enso de aba BPM ewa ha Metro Lens de ubokrata enso de aba fo nyine no eson pa chese da komanda so man nkran poponi mantem no asem na make krata ne feto so num chese da komanda so man kwan no so no gata bi e deda kwan no ho ne afien bi e wo ho no ese ho no bon pa ho e bon papa mo se gates ni ade e deda da kwan no ho a kyese yanhwe na se yanya dachi bi no na yante asemde ewo ehonom kratafe to so nwotwe wo metro lens de obokrata imu so sanso kire se adenta dodowa ekwan no ese big push agenda ekoso wo honom no to hwe ase yejayo se gusu ekoso ene ese mfuturo pa ka ba kora hu anim ehu wachi kantanka abusuan so moda Ghana for ase no kratafe to sonson de sa asem no aba betu dwa ha na NPP amayuko so mo kasa kire yema mpanyiri John Dramani mama se koko bill no wonhwe na wansan no krata ne fe to so du ensu bomu amane ewo ehanom the Ghanaian publisher de ubokrata ye finance minister ura kese la to ban forcing so no so kwa commission ye Butler Barracks ayo owie ye no eno ode adesrede to mpanyifo anim so omonhwe na the property ntia ye si sa dan omonhwe na omonfanye no kama pa MP se wa Asante Mantem so kire sisi ade ye ko kamere nto omunyina akwa na chi a yeso omususu se ye to abana omobehwe na omo ato amano NPP amayuko omokokobo omode aba na ekoma yema mpanyiri John Dramani mama se wonhwe na koko bill foforo no wonhwe no amfa nensa NCS esanse omususu se ebeha ekuafo debi the new publisher de ubokrata ensusu de Ghana mampanyiri John Dramani mama infonyini aba betudwa ha ni nyina ye lawyer Martin Pegbu ne nsem ya okeka ya wasisi a free speech na sa tonsuo na se yaka bi kambi mamenka bi amemu no ya tonsuo eno no se efiri se ye mampanyiri John Dramani mama betena konwa na so se ye nche ya afi ene fani na so hwa ya cheche nkrofo bebre edo makwa akogu mesa nsensem bi omokan eze ya wokasa wo memu na wankasa yi a ni aba beche wako eno se sa de na NDC fo nhwe na omumpe bibi nyemfa ho ntisa debi ebeha wo pa attorney general so no so kire se sika ne boye 1 million bribe ese fa nkrofo so wontena wono munyewe han obehwe ni ahweni pakora sa sika no ebe kan nensa na achese mra no ene na di ni pepepe ya chi enwiafo mienu na ano yeso obi ne na yere ka dile bi ne na yere enwumere ewon kran pupu ni mantamu ni yeso mo nante omo boro no so kakra yehu ya ne se tu atu se pe ye kohwe ya ese enwianu mienu na atutuo di aba obi ene na yere na papa ne die amonamunu mu ho no mo to anana no mo nse do ne yede na yere no ekopie mu ewo hospital adukurunti a nkofo mienu yeku papa ine na yere besine aposifo guso omo hwehwem yenhu adukurunti a omo tutuo no ediku papa no ene na yere enti the new publisher de obokrata eso nsem a odibe somye anopei eni the daily banner de obokrata ensoso ede chama wuntumi emfonyini ababetu dwa na chesisi a chairman epe bill appeal no chinyina no de obokrata ikomu kirese chairman sisi ano ope eye bill kratafa tosu enum de kokamfonyini ababetu dwa ewa ha ura Collins adomako wose Asante Mantem NPP fo amwo monhwe na monto aba no fa makoka isanse monto aba ne ma no na so otimi beye chairman wo no no so beboa pa ama NPP etimi aba ban mu 2028 Dr. Zaneto Ajema Rollins infonyini da haise ministerial reshuffle no ono so die EBP mu ewa ha no mo the daily banner de obokrata yenso so ka ho asem ewa ha the daily gist de obokrata edisasem krona ennam ni nyina ministerial reshuffle na anufiada ye mampanyiri John Dramani mama ede baaye no na chese omunyina ewa ha no se enka owurasi edu nkati ase de na nkopese ministerial reshuffle no koso no yesi ankone saa ama no minim se na nipa bi wo ho na no osusu se nka yemo nidin eni amode a opensem ni munchire munyina de a kope the daily gist de obokrata na kokrata ne fe toso miensa asem ni nchire munyina ewo ehanom kratafeto so mienu de aba eye ex power minister ase isi any US for bribe hu semsem a ekoso no ex power minister da ha kwabna donko isi ese wonu ni nipa ni din aba betodwa ewo sa bribe ekoso no ni mfonyini da krata ne feto so miensa
Very interesting, but quick one. You ever quite okay. Na ya share screening na ekoso ewo premises yi ene anopay. Na unim se nipa na allegedly or the bribe no ma no. After 2017, obeye managing director MD for Tor.
Okay.
2017, na nado danko Kufuado abemu. Ena some 1 or 2 issues be by and or resign gladly on one resign so when you say juma ne bio. Na enye sikana ono onya on sika ne di yo. Ye kire se on gina mu transaction no emails ne amu tracy ye no. Eno ho kwadu a about etia US mra because okuda dual citizenship. Okuta US and okuda Ghana. Eno ho kwadu na ye de na akwa to ifiasi. Na yena na dum so amount for fridge. Amount for cold store eguye. Amount for juma bebre eseye nipa boka. Na yesu. Ye diare ho no na ebi making money out of it. A country called Ghana for you. Na otupo nyankopon waba in the name of service to the nation. Na ube yen ube jie sika ube fast kwan bi so amass wealth. Otupo nyankopon manipa no fast sika no san ho yale sa last person no san asa na waje ne kra. Amen. Because they say the amoya no time papa. $1 million. Yeah, and then anope madam asemate Foucault Eba Clinic, Mati Dr. Foucault ewo Kumasi ne Mpetem. I remember somewhere 2014-15 Fox FM de na onfendi agorokra but ene yasaba be hia wa afo ai na shiraka nyamide na no pay no interestingly the happenings all is just coming at premises ha kane AEC ayomsu junction when you AEC school mo no pay just pick your bag, pick yourself and come bra na yembe hwemu ewo dipodium na yehu se de esi ete doc atenase yenhwe anamoi eden pa na pusu no a ene wabepiem wahafo na achede a ente sei ena wode cheye ewo ahafo region doc hamesho de machi ma wakaba
mejuso burukatachi
na wapomie na rope
ewrade tia se wode mato haban mu de mapomodin ye pa
good say me ken ye de yenim say ye ti Dr. Foucault a onya howe ni so but for the sake of ye tiefo na wana ene eda edi kan ya yeto ne ewo radio so anase empo ya boduma je hu dawuro sa se doc ba no bia na obi adwenye ne se o doc is man enkwala bi na o maba ye adwuma na ono ankasa pa de dia wajiwe santimante mu de o mba meduru afo doctor
kataji
boy mu kakra
me da se pa na me kire watiefo nyina ba kasa fidie so
right
sene obisa ya edisa fi se Dr. Foucault breni ya fasa
right
nanso da me ka se dwumade nya media se kofodua brekum drobo yaji na owura bi firi mu mpatamu ha ego so ha eba Dr. Foucault Kumasi pechi number 1 ebe je na yarehwe
I see
na nyankopon nam so ema yade no efiri no so a ne ohwe nkwan na yade na nya yade ye enkwankura de papa be se doctor me yade de nya small boy o oye nipa nkokura poma
okay
na owura no ba ye no ne chese ne yade na didi no ho akoduru ba bi a empo doctor se hwe no ase brebi ato se beduru ho no obefira achaso asase so chese yade no bekunu na owura ne teme kasa wo kasa fidie ba ko so wo Kumasi eye TV station ba ko ti wo hwese de na meka na o se da bi doctor aka asemsi achem de na so owura ya kanti metu na mo akwa hwe de be firi ma ye de aba fi se masma meka nya ne se nyame nyansa mu no wan kasa nipa yale ayengu
okay
na mo nyame se yare ayenfa haban ensa yare ti se yare wu a ne tese nyame asem wo kan na asanya no kore nyame so ntwa toro enti ma yade enku owura ne ti asem we no oji tumpre ko be se doctor bi akade na so betu na mo aba enhyanka nyame se enne nyame fa Dr. Foucault so ene haban a ode ahya mensa so ama owura na tuni wu asada ewo yade ensem a yade na nkunu a oda so ti ase wo hwe nkwan na wo ha memre tintin bebre se doctor go so patamu so no ye wo nipa hudo bebre a wo yade haw bi a nida so asesa ama ebinu mpo afa yade mu ahwe won kra wa bra de o kan so nke anyale ngu so ampa eti ka wo ba ho beboaye edi udwumade bi be si go so patamu maaye ne akani beje ho eruti na ama Dr. Foucault ankasa metumeto a se de wo kan enne me wo go so patamu ha no mu na se dwumadi no betumi abaso a gye se ye bezame ne ma hwe na ne ma bezame ahwe ne se ye mfie ni kwa na e behwe se ye kɔ na emu no ye de dwumadie no empumponso kakra e ba beye ho adwuma etenne ochena ene ne wukuada de Dr. Fukuo e wo Hammers Radio se de monso munya nteye na mo se da bi dwumadie ti se de munim tumi ene ayaresa Dr. Fukuo nya media maye eti munim ho baboye na chese dwumadie no ne pomponso kase no ya fa efa bi aboa dofo no etenne wona wo ba nyina hwehwe mu ye be ya ma won me lab eye free
I see.
Fi say mudi mo ho be bota ye say e ka no mo fa bi di aboa mo man say say mo ti ba bi a wo bi a wo ba no wo be si go so pa wo bi sa Hammers Radio a me ji say pragiafo bi a do be ba eno dan tia me fa number yi maw wo a wutie me na frɛ sɛ be ya wo be duru hampo na wo hu de wo fa de ye wa frɛ number no me ma me kran ya be faw e do abadwumadi ase
okay
brantam sɛ be ya e be wie ho adwuma na wasan akɔto adwumadi so number ni
number no tie na fa no ma me
0242
0242
442
442
166
166
0242
0242
442
442
166
166
Mrs. Subiem 0242 Vama yade no ontimi nnol biem na obefiri mogam but won huna yade ne se horo onko yade be ba mogam mu a onko e de obeye no onue ya onko
okay
de obeye so ne se obafo afiri asase we so e de akwa bi ofiri ba e go to sun krum se what ase timisiraw eye so mu oni ada ho na obehu de ha wo kane na hu de ha wa utimi yifiri ho
okay
etinye hu kura wo bra wonye lab na um de hu ni se wonye lab fi se yade betima hinta ko duru stage se ebe pie na e kan wato form no anku a na de woto kete so me no ka se obi ayara da dem 5 years onya daje wontimi sori pie 5 years yo adentra wanya bre 2 wo se won kowe no mo jam kro hu so wo yare enu ti wo bu na ni gu so sa no yade ni pie wie ye no waka kete so na so ko di kan ko hwe ya nka yade kwa nkanya den empie timisraw akwanya we aba nipa wudidi num bia nka check bia 6 months bia so ka kohwe mo jam fi se na yananom se edua bia efifiri na wutu na se a enye den na enyiri nya dutan wie a wuntimi tu na se sa na yade etie timisraw bra wo jonso ntentem wo na tia kebe no wa bre wo ho no wo bo fono won fene ofia wo ya wachika sei wo sisi won setimi etitiritin ka sa nanse blood circulation moja no ntimi nkoye ti veins no mu block no akoma no kuso e pompene utenye ya intini ne pai e pai pa wanya stroke wo do akwasha bonsanfo nanso na wo na obu wani ye dai egu so ti bia wo hu a e wo moja mu no fabra de wo hu ye so no bra ye be ya lab am wo hu se kebia by 3 months time with one stroke yenya hu wi a ye be sia no a 3 months time na nya dai emma bio wo de no pa bana da dem a ye drop ho hyehyeye ne emfa wo meto am fi se mi ankasa na mabai tie na obehia mi ankasa eti ba behia
eye Dr. Fukuo na ankasa dwumade na hyase me mpese mese ne bre because yesi nipa gu na chi pa
sanete
doc number no biom na
me number na me bu atwa to no akotranse me sorry a Hammers premise ya na wonti Omo wo nyina no yegusu a ye ho adwuma timi firi ha me se kotoa so eti brantem number ne ye 0242 442 166 0242 442 166 Awesome kasa first time ba nyina wa chede sonko mesro number ne ya so ntu nya ma ya brantem se be ya wo nya chede wo no bi ye di kan kra enti ye wi adwumadie no wonom sa wo si wi jot tramol spiritual marriage ye se adwuma honhom ni nyina hawa ye de ho ahaban aba ahaban bia wo di ntia nya me boy won fa ma wa enkasa ade we de be de na watima ye ho adwuma wo timi nya nya me timi ye enti wo bia so dia
chna na fe kwada 3 days Bamani Saudi hu bejim ewo sa dwumadi na wonso watimi aye enhira yenko na yemfa yenkomo a yade ba ene anopei entwa so ema na ansana no Samensak Royal Enterprise wo se ene anopei no se wo go so ene ne patamu a yewo ayomso junction fa do ne Hammers Radio ene di enimhwe ene anopei oba eye Samensaka Metalworks bia woye bi ewo honomo na menhyase e de free eye students bed ankrankra mutie me mo amwo school a mo pe eye empa si eye na kama emamo momfa emra eye Samensak sanso ena student chairs woye nkonya so pa ewo ho bano eye poma any windows burglar proof or ye hu adwuma so kama pa news item ansa na omo hu ne say it was authentic ye breaking news no so emao first ministerial reshuffle omampani his excellency John Dramani Mahama ede ebaye na ade bakwa ne anope ye mekrada a me shefita a metuche ede ama his excellency John Dramani Mahama the way and manner in which what they enidie edema yewura Dr. Edward Omane Puamane nebusuafo na fe Ghana nyina manka yebetimi a kama mu ebekọ na wie na ye defense minister, but Ghana must go on. But 1 year on, that tells you how griever ni ewuno esi eka omampeni. But the ne anope makacho se Monday biya mekrada so de ya manage pa.
Me and anope paying for from MP all the way to MC to regional chairman. Sunafo North constituency chairman, Chairman Brifo. Namedin Chakesi Pama, the mother of the region, Honorable Mrs. Charity Gardner. Na Master Yanko Poncha, Yanko holding Eddie Amanuma. But Taibia won a dream officer or yeah, Bebo half Yanko Pon Monachi, Chichinapa. Na on fire for encore, baby, or dear drone. In fact, we are much appreciative of what she has done for the region so far. Now, we share the race between among the regional ministers in terms of development. Say, we can no or compare. Can meet my say, "I hear we now. Yeah, you will be free. Yeah, reassignment and redesignating. Yeah, you will be free. And yet, for instance, my ABM, I bind by the mommy appointments as a minister in charge of sports. Na omohwe menyuma dia midi na mwa sa ministry na okay ma hoodin ebetima ewo ebia tourism okay and yenyi me free ministry of sports honum na yen farming tourism honum, you understand, na a normal enkoye. But two of them of the reshuffles here no was actually replacements. Na enipa to anomo honum no munya accident this last year. Emma omohwere omo kwanti sa position no beda honum na yenya obia obe replace. Right. From that time till 7th of August here yede ewe ni bae no. Until no ohwe omane bo ama position na defense ministry honum na ofri na especially yenyu anoma no ko Burkina Faso omo akofa tomatoes atorenchen to omo no. We be here topical issue. Right. So and I say yeah appointed substantive defense minister and all those things there. But that was part of the political conversation. So the most important thing right now is you need me no one could replace that vacancy position. So now de area connect Gebet AJ. Now President Mahama first time no deputy minister in charge of defense on now. Into here now or some kind of control and a command and knowledge within that area. Into no year page am na ba ye. Na am for bebre ye bo din bebre. E ma me boss can tinker. Ni din be honorable Collins that din, but it was part of the political communication and conversation. Ni din be mu the natural Rollins din be kwen. I believe sir any part 4 ye omo benya new ministerial portfolios. And omo ya reallocate omo to different ministerial portfolios. No, I believe sir they will continue to do the things that they are doing. I'm say a so GM and yama yeah new and the influence. So my take on that is GM why very tactical and the need in fact say okay Bible any Korean na share keti see if any ma they were in fact me kai hadith ni baby Prophet Muhammad peace be unto him ne followers ne ba ko na ye de obi funu twam you do one man a prophet ni sorry na chidi for no so sorry omu ni wale ko nti omu sorry but omu di funu twam no bi sa prophet said dey nti ana ma ye sorry no ka say nipa na wo ko ni last respect ana me dey man nti yes or dey need ma obi a impo wawu kra ko yes I think say na GM if a nipa kra so wu na say ye beche wajapade a this afinsiana wo krom Ghana for class no animonyam. Yeah.
Well, quick one before we move out of that one. Daily Gist front page or say Mahama strips mosquito naked in ministerial reshuffle. But who say over the weekend Abba in the political discourse? I say, you know, say I any war Grofobia so Mumbra, Mamba, and the fact say, ye be Mahama Yerga a free a year majority leader no, on conquer minister no, substantive minister, if say a promotion, if say there be because of IPS and a cost between one on a backbone on the LGBT issue no. Back when saying some reverse near share was it there be a pass it was in due process. If it comes to parliament, this banter would never yield positive results. You know, say I say doing ketia chronisa or per se after Mahama be inheriting or no more age mano Mahama sideline or more in spite of
that. But I believe sir, JM has done that in the supreme interest of Ghana.
Ghana first says the position of the government. Me say Alfred Abuaji Ricardo na Duduanata Efreno waye afo Regional Communications Director Emma NDC Amanyokono Oba Governors Abemu Nsua waye kasamafo Emma Ahafo Regional Minister Uraire Yasantua Charity Gardner. Champion Phones and Home Appliances was say we deal in all kinds of phones, say iPhone, Samsung, Itel, Tecno, Infinix. Yet on phone chargers, protectors, phone covers. Oba Appliance Shop no swa your fridges. A bit is a double decker, deep freezer, single door, blenders, rice cookers, a TV 32 inches, 43, 50 inches, and the keka hunyina anopay fre 02465486 68 0246548668 GK Boachi Road no so ena obehuye brahonomo na beyi de ene anopai. Before we delve into the constitutional matters, no, last week when Ghanaian morning with Ghana 1 year on na okay the exact 6 August 2025 is here. All the signing of book of condolence, all the messages from the political parties, all the tears 1 year on. This is what they decided to do. But is democracy really under attack?
Yeah, TJ made that say. First of all, date now MPP for LDC was on by your demonstration on democracy under siege and a democracy under attack, you know. Dates 1st January to 31st December. TJ, date be a woman of any organization. If you say, oh, the year why they be a bellboy, you have the right to choose. In fact, government has no right to determine data organization being final on demonstration. They have the right, they have the prerogative to do that. The fact say they now they money enipa 8 now omo call omo crèche no. Yes, celebrate omo 1 year no. That day now internationally the whole world was looking because it was broadcasted on BBC and CNN. Right. Omo can say on CNN, omo can say on BBC. That well me share international news out of duty. But MPP for your margin says sad no. I no be demonstration. The fact say omunya akwan TJ a demonstration on that day na obi anka hwe krampo no. Eno undermine omo the objective of the demonstration. TJ what am I say?
Right.
The fact say sad na Ghana ye nyina beach ya boa ye onna enipa 8 omu ya internationally. Na obi ani wo Ghana so a omo ye demonstration na obi anka omo hwe krampo no eno kire say omo focus ana omo agenda say democracy is under attack no eno kra kire say enya no kre because we call communist country baby a ana military country baby a anka ye mo omo kwan ama start demonstration we ye ne sada no TJ emo nkomo nya start demonstration.
Okay.
So no task is there to answer for certain questions.
Okay.
Are they doing it or not? Of course they are doing it. Yeah, parliament, yeah, Juma in full swing. Me who say minority leader, sorry, episode kasa for continuous 2 weeks. I'm a speaker of parliament in catch and say, oh yeah, MPP ni my own kasada. Me who say another, in fact, to call parliamenter. Or more man no didn't pass the same no kasa. It's not the majority. It is the minority. That be a yeti after your market deal a social a news in him almost every day. That be a yeti another paid. In fact, about a month or so, Omo around all the 8 cocoa growing communities in the country. Any cocoa for Edin Komo. They have the right to do that. Nobody stop them. Obiano Constitution chapter 12, it talks about freedom of the media.
Right.
In fact, the first time it meetings closing media was somewhere around 1992 to 2000. Yeah, first there pseudo military democratic governance. This idea no is here. But from 2017 to 2024, almost 400 publishing houses and media houses were closed down, including Nananum FM.
Based on irregularities and answer just to suppress the media.
Last time I says over your article now on the media, chapter 12 on article 123 on I'll say, you don't need licenses to operate a media house. Last time I name like betna say, "Mami raise here, mani challenge here, ma check here no correct." So who are close one arm of government? You know the fourth estate of REM. In fact, we show media now. Who the media team ma yetu abayo. So Mr. Better ma yetu abayo.
Right.
Enti na ma be count. So they are the fourth arm of government. You know what has happened? They are all working.
Right.
Obianya de bien kaze close radio station. TJ ebiana say yet in fact. And some are new and more demonstration and media for the cock of eye. Ebu Kotna TV station, radio station, criticize a buying. The reason why I'm some call campaign, I'm call demonstration. Publish your demonstration, and my media be cover. So it's attacking media. Come in opportunities. TJ, we are in ma executive Juma. So what again? Ye MMDC is a tuaba. Assembly members no moto aban NDC for can people for can Manchester ye superimpose the MP they are now MDC is a yen to so aba we the yen to so aba ye dey 2 meeting in business so enya adwuma executive ye adwuma president Mahama represented Ghana or UN or present Ghana or international portfolios. It means the country, the 4 arms of government, they are really working. The WHS democracy is under siege. After you share the core values and rules of democracy. The rule of law. Rule of law, say, or might be or say a certain body of laws that would the year Juma. Yet, you find the Bill of Rights and after the Constitution. Ghana, your constitution has any constitution, TJ.
Constitution.
Yeah, the year Juma and find Juma.
Yes.
In fact, I point to my president here, it was based on the dictates and ethos of the Constitution. Constitution and my minority leader, true or false. Constitution and my a minority ship. Yere Habib. And may another pre and you may all the select committees in parliament based on the constitution. So the constitution is really what working. I feel you for free and fair elections. One of the pillars of working democracy. Free and fair elections. 2020 your election of course and the democracy was in attack. In Nipa 8 and you could sacrifice for time to become president. 2024, look at what happened. But the most important that we've had elections. You're selecting a leader. In fact, you can't republicanism. Let us say a country or mine ankasa you penny for. That is why from 1951 to 1957, Kwame Nkrumah was leader of government business in 1951. 57 Obeye prime minister because not Queen Elizabeth and a year head of the executive. 1960, 1st July 1960, and Ghana be a republic country. Since then, you elected your Crawford up to date. Moment military bermuno, and the case you suspended your constitution from 1992 to say you suspended your constitution in any way. So, David Nachair say your democracy is under attack, and then we have separation of powers. Separation of powers, nature say the 3 arms of government: executive, they are on their own; judiciary, they are on their own; legislature, they are on their own. Obi Shishem Ranya day, and Famo Obi. And local parliament, they are masters of their own rules. Omuli their friend speaker of parliament, Yaban Babin.
Right.
Of course, it's for only their friend of John Dramani Mahama. And you are Bafu Bonnie, also leader of judiciary. Obi a hen Juma. I mean, this is John Mahama, no maybe near the target, near the opposition. So, me, I'll urge the government say, let us call the police and sit them together. And you be no be social media. Also, yeah, there. Watch me. I didn't any panic here. The people know say you're too much critical and the security of the country. They are fine. Me know you're doing it. But Yeah, share so ana yeah share conversation no. The entire ema ye chichi amanfo bi.
Exactly. That is why they feel say okasa obi wano na okasa pe ese kodem.
No, na sembe na wo kan ya enti invite to. TJ, you say when you don't say anything, you will not be called upon to repeat. When you don't say anything, nobody will misquote you. Say one can here. Yen kase bra ebesi su biem. Yes, ye frɛ wa himfi abusawa no. Ana yes anete. Obi aka asem bia, but asem be nkwa na wo kan ya. Dum so abo, dum so eye nnuma na MPP National Executive no moto. Nipa no odi anim eye na yen komode wo social media. Enne na metie news ewo Bangkok, Thailand. Boy when you 14 years. Akwatwintu akuni maame, akuni nanaba, akuni na bema. Ofuo no ko school kuku nipa 80 kan ho. Yes, social media so no ko sua kwan fa so tutu. In fact, oko social media, you will be a show how to manufacture bomb. Well, it's young control sound manner, it will go and come and hunt us in the later time.
I see. Mene anopeno or say the selective amnesia in terms of the justice system is too appalling under this particular administration. One of the demonstrators, Samuel Atachia, lawyer, legal counsel for a year, Chairman Woon to me, the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, say whilst the Judicial Council is going on vacation, the Chief Justice had decided say court no yenyi enkrofobi na omode case bi te say Woon to me die case bi te say Abdul Hanan Aluduba edie yankoso na yentena so abra o maye adwuma abra ono
TJ, my point is say 3 ounce of government no.
Obia woni dia.
Yen hwe bebia judiciary here next officer then na wo ye no. Ehawa. Don't bring President Mahama in. The President Mahama executive here that's Mwawa. Don't bring the judiciary in. But in other words, many of make concentration of powers as one of the pillars of working democracy.
Democracy, yeah.
In fact, we share Tuesday 1st August 2023. MPP Abanyon. Na ye vete Tokonu, Gertrude Araba Esaba Saki Tokonu, former Chief Justice. Not even former Chief Justice. Sometimes a Chief Justice. In fact, I move no, you will say, why be a bit more faster, be expedite a court issues because among four same guanoma attack Obi sem at the horn almost best 4 years. Obi sem at the almost best 10 years, maybe 15 years. Yentimi in intentem, quite bang. And yeah, Juma. But the point is that let us focus. Say Ricardo na ya dia enya and find Kobo regional minister. Adenya mi son regional minister. Find me, call me out, and then name and shame me. So regional chairman na ya dia and find Kobo John Dramani Mahamba. And I say I still doing Ketia. For regional chairman never a bono. That is what we do. More time, all these things happen. Obian can say democracy was under attack. Meanwhile, okay, so Central Kofi, Akpafo, Lelobi, and Likpe. Okay, almost a mono.
So,
a whole year. Sorry, a whole 4 years.
4 years, no money representation.
You did now more representation in the parliament. Say about the 2 about no, my year ready. TJ, say BS no, for no for you ready. See about the presidential and parliamentary election. Ya seki ya june. Ya oriented ya june towards that election. A coup for the time. Marks are in ya. Must say internationally. Very poor mark in ya. Your time you buy your pay your cost. So what are you saying? TJ, so the argument democracy is under attack is neither here nor there.
No there. Meda say call him Alfred Abuajana Ricardo in short. Now no pay shining metal works. I mean can say baby will be still bending. Sebano barrister, Sebano bugler proof about the fence gate, pushing gate and a sliding gate. China doors or critique the own design at the mouth. There are who baby who be baby na effort na open so what be the bar shining metalworks yet me creating a kama at the mouth. Your go so at Amos Road opposite a Chelsea house. What am I would we need HM ever no be console be any kwano so ube hu ye wo honomo. The here so be freying so pep kese mienu boom and no any Paradise Cosmetics. But we are honomo say o tobacco so and now auto no do makwa koton agent for so but we are honomo 0248 241 100 0248 241 100 and now bet me after 0247 479 728 0247 479 728. Freya na yenin komona bibia nso entimi enye kamakama. Anopei yembo wuram na yenhwe nanu day omampani abedi omampani atnaye through a year the Attorney General Dominic Ayene, Minister for Justice and Attorney General. Yeti ekuobi na omo ejuma eni se yebehwe se mamra eboy ho ban se ejuma no eno nso yentimi hu ebi nso ko parliament ya to omo so aba ya GS Gracia ya samba to aba ya samba enti yenim predodo ebeka se we beko na we ntimi nko enti ohun se ebinum akwa chepa na ene anopei no mampeni na oba apro no okasemba kubi a eye article 71 office holders omo ketua ene omo hu sikasem the issue of ex gratia and as a kind of gracia na obetiasia and also ebai Ricardo yenhwe the I don't know. I'm gonna say a white paper. Now, I don't know. Just a committee. Is it a white paper?
In fact, the entire say UK constitution, yet the best constitution is a. You say it's like a branch of a tree. As a okwa from na a duamai. A see when you know. Men trade duaman. We bet me pian duaman na konche no wechem.
All right.
Wechem we are not duaman as I be baby at the age now. So constitution should be flexible and make way for the country to grow because the constitution was made for man. Man was not made for the constitution. In fact, the oldest democracy, American democracy, our constitution was 1787. And now promulgated our constitution now pushing into force the year Juma. It is 238 years.
Right.
If my calculation is right. Yeah, man, then 27 times. 27 times. Did you a normal economy in Nipa Crown? In fact, you were DHS, secondary school. In Tade be a neighbor, life be a neighbor, and normal be a near ye. Corner first time, near ye beside the not ye need the living formula. And I say, format be a first way to be this system, but a miracle and I think that we have to change. You know, almost what you say is I think it should be 40 days or so or something like that. Time no more they buy. Yes, you shame we are yes, you know more because yenti me hold the government at ransom abraye di asem court in the specific time frame or Monday by year jumenti. A honor no any constitution review committee no on that.
Right. Condition of service. Jana one penina oba prono oka bibifa ex gratia ho oka adebi efa marketia go we know say aban mu penifo especially the president any who kwan so ye djuma bia any who kwan say ten tax and the kaka ho. What has been the government's position?
Yes, constitution review and implementation committee natures or say a aban to.
Okay.
Or say aban piato.
Right.
I say I buy na allowances and packages and emolument. I was saying in Sakabi. I said the mimiti me ya buy juma. You try make allowance. I check the cry. You chama dia and manager say mintia home tax.
Right.
But the president was exempted from all this tax burden. Constitution review committee say a tobia citizen bia timamu ni bia oya buy juma tria bia and president also tria sa Tony B. So the days sir kunyaso scrampa. I was saying to you, then I don't know bu and kunta be out into a buying and no more a cobben room on that.
I saw campaign getting so interesting. Wabrana Mampenika say Oba boom minor with not more than 60 ministers. The other contenders also say no crowd bar which me boom minor with 58 ministers. The constitution also gave some capping of a year, ministerial, I don't know, saying about SSO.
Yes. Me who is GM was more like an experienced political prophet, and somehow now no ideal for him. Say ebenya anka Ghana yen su na beboa no constitution committee in the by now most of the things are inside there. In fact, oba one train constitutional review committee or more recommendation ana occurs about the system ministers. Ana ebebu o mayo no. Empire oba or the system ministers ana ebu man until atorenchen by nipa mienu free so nipa mienu free kwa yetena asesa for a year na the 58 ministers na e dibu oman no the year constitutional review committee na almost say per your constitution no cabinet ministers they are supposed to be 19 and the 19 no constitutional committee say it should be 3 times the number of members of the cabinet ministers. There's a 19 times 10 by 57.
Right.
Almost think 57. But yeah, say 57 Africa population now. But they have only 26 cabinet ministers and they have 21 ministers. Look at this population. But who can in terms of economic productivity and good governance who to me more India, more US and more UK.
Japan
any China frame. You understand? The packet will be Master Ubetimi, you don't need so many people to do that. In fact, 57 crown would see the political communication around. I'm for you say it is even too much. We could have done that with less than 57 minutes now committee in the and then if you go to Germany, they have 83.5 million population. 83, Ghana 34. We got 126 ministers. You see, system ministers.
Till 24th July 2012, where a certain president was announced dead. The vice president, then now current president John Dramani Mahama went to office the morning as vice president, went back home as president. Constitutional recommendation
on the caretaker,
on the
isn't
caretaker,
it? Very
on the
good.
caretaker issue.
Yes.
What's the government stand on?
Yes, constitution no say president any vice na etu kwan boma. Ominu tu kwan boma. So I say empempe no edene. In fact, your constitution kwan and shut down makwan. This a be a very critical. Ebi omo kwa yarisa na bibisa. But say president call a state mission. Now vice also call another state mission. Constitution no shut down makwan, but a basa a nipo will take over a speaker of parliament per the standing provisions in the constitution. But constitutional review committee in the chair say president and vice near two kwanya. Instead say speaker of parliament be take over no. Cabinet ministers internationally. No mo to agba yin mu ba kon. No may president until
the return of the
until the two of them return. And for instance, 19 cabinet ministers is here away. Na JM two kwanya. Na Jane Opoku to kwanya. Na Mrs. na kwa kushia. Na bia era Eriko Poku because of the commitment and the good governance and the experience and all. And then the personality yes or may take you over. Yes.
Now minister what formula how they will be changed. How about that stand?
Yes, thank you. You say Amrano, yes, the standing the existing provisions of the constitution on censuring a minister. So we are minister in charge of housing and works and whatever it is. That's yes censure. You do call parliament ko bo kwadu mani buboa. Something like an impeachment. Let's say a bubo. Let's say you two fra konyanso. Or kwan say you do kwoshe baby fufro under the same regime. Sanity. But constitutional review committee ni say so we minister na say impeach you na say buboa. Na say two akonyanso. Uni kwan say your more position be under the current administration.
Illegality and I say lackadaisical attitude.
What was that? Emrabi me adeba kwenti no I saw the first king of Israel. I'm out for born kwadu me money kwadu be. Or a lot of blenders mistakes be because not only said me be the honor. He was the first king of Israel.
Okay.
No more omunya or hini bida. I know or nanamon to tune there. You know, the history is a compass.
Yes.
A boy my queen. Based on people's mistakes, then you chat into you know the king of Orata. Constitutional committee no or more recommendation. I believe that it was based on historical antecedent of certain bad things that happened either from JJ time, Ekusi president, Akufo-Addo time, and on yes all this changing. Ken Ofurata, need somewhere course or parliament near the Adina, we and yes now command some juicy ABC ne. Constitutional committee nature say phone is in fact this kind of conversation around the tenure of office and yeah dear che ABC4 Nisa, ABC4 Nisa, it has been a conversation that existing within the public domain. You understand? And some more cry ba. But on my jail to me say you fan call 5 because 4 nisa.
Okay.
But your position as NDC say you no more ya adwene. Ampara 4 nisa. Nka ebenya nka ye fanya den. Ye fan call 5. Because from your point of view no. Your mouth 4 now. TJ, over your president. You talk about 7 December. No, a whole month. 7 January. No, I'll be taking over as president. I feel about various appointments. I feel about few books in him. I feel about study certain things. International community transition process. Transition project that's on December 7. I might see Yenchimbra November. The first week of November. They say America, America for the first week of November. But the date in the first week should be decided by the Electoral Commission. In the first week of November now, Constitutional Review and Implementation Committee, at the Abano. NDC. Yes, you know my argument. Say in Chimra first week of November.
Anope my yenin komo na maminka was Delex Finance Company Limited say Oba. The Hiana say Odo National valid ID card eba and 2 passport size pictures or mau loan. Sema Ediasa entemu 30 minutes. Loan in less than 30 minutes. Na enano pay upom chira kwanya go so 80 free na bibia so entimi enye kama ene anope Pusiga Apsonic Motors freno na muninkomo enano pay se ope hauju hajin anase Apsonic motorcycle ana tricycle ebiti se bajaj pragya ane yeta efreno anase abubuya akese ne nketwa ewo ho na de efe ewo Apusiga ni wose bra na tua 70% instant payment na onfa maneko yedwuma 30% no was spread am na watua ede nti na mekanfo eye Apusiga Apsonic Motors ede emau where trusted dealer or flexible payment plans and so na quality machines na Apusiga eton eno echi no eba Apusiga edwumadia excellent customer service. Aye, on also Oyade pa. The Thomas Road and Albehunu Apsonic House, white and green 0243235060 02 ba but and then abain jinaya one we see and I yedi hun komo. What's the position of government on the issue of dual citizenship?
Yes, medase mini TJ. Sisi ameno ka say. Your constitution nature say we are Ghana ni na osa Saudi Arabia ni ana we Mali ni untimi enye member of parliament Ghana. This is we jai back here. Of course, this is we jai abuchi DNA. You see amiti say me Ghana ni na me say Afghanistan ni me hodi dual citizenship. Me Ghana ni say Afghanistan ni Afghanistan passport.
Right.
Ana me say wo Ghana passport. But some person be member of parliament or Ghana. This is me jai Afghan passport on it to na baba be Ghana ni asemeti my member of parliament. Constitutional Review Committee ni say our more recommendation is ya Ghana ni American, ya Ghana ni Nigeria ni. Ya Ghana ni esan ya Cote d'Ivoire, ya Ghana ni esan ya Togo ni a. Emran emma wo kwan na be contest as member of parliament e was na for North Tano South. Tano North baby apese abra wunyai ai amanfo for citizenship no eye. But NDC your position is say you no mo ya adwene. Say ya Ghana ni na we say Germany ni a. Na apese obey member of parliament a. Obetima akoso aye wo Ghana ni, akoso aye wo Germany ni, asan be member of parliament Abraham Rebia entity because if you say there should be transfer of knowledge.
Okay.
Knowledge acquisition. The nipa na kwa kusua wo India hono no. The wakwa kusua wo America hono. Contempt and ya adwene called judiciary. But your executive contempt your parliament contempt. O kasetia judiciary it me frel. Na ya busau na ya twenwaso. The same thing o kasetia parliamenta. U twan toto parliament o ka se menya no kroto parliament so it me frel. Amo ya toto wa no ebubo wa na ya twenwano. But Constitutional Review Committee implementation is say obi wo kwan say o kan sembia efa parliament any parliamentarians ho say ya no kure say ya no kure parliament ni kwan so wo frɛ ni toto na no utimi fa phone and our laptop connect my internet ko hye wo dam to kro baabi ɛka nsɛm a ɛnyɛ no korɛ fa ɔno abo bie ho ɛka nsɛm a ɛnyɛ no korɛ gu ne ho fi ɔno abo kɔn dada gu fi ka asɛm bi a wopɛ biara in fact the whole parliament obetumi agu parliament ho fi ɛde akɔto social media so de bi akɔ BBC constitutional review implementation committee ni say nipa no yesa parliament any kwan so ofre no etoto na no onyae no na do pe bia won kan form ho omugina sie no
right
NDC and John Mahama yes ye no omo nya adwene or say it me protect the sanity and sanctity of your parliament o kan asem efa Gideon Boako ho na nya no kra o kan asem fa a whole parliament na nya no kra UK US ye frew edusaw ma wuyi wo ho ano
right
yes so the person che ne so bi good parliament mu fi o kas me nya no kra ye frɛ no ye toto na sa na o kan nya no kra ye ntwe na so le se be ma na twe asan and something like that nti ho no ye ne constitutional review implementation committee ye no mo nya adwene
enti yenhwe ukomrahwe bejom sesi ya aside no ma ya to aba ama on the ticket of the NDC we have independent candidate Maya imagine say okay omonne mo ebeye juma deciding to work with the ruling NDC no is different but I see bibi wo hwa friend cross carpet na makwa jina ankra say ntoma so aba ya tome so aba na wie no mi wura mrahye bejom na me say no then said they will become money mu no on timi ma me ho besere bibi nti say on timi nkosere bibi de na wo say wo join political party na wo timi kosere bibi ko mpesua so enti say o cross carpet what's the stand of government
yes crossing carpet not just if you one political party
echo
another political party or you're independent person that's a person will join NDC NPP and no nya cross carpet constitutional review committee just say cross carpet or say you are coming free hon or see you are coming free honum and he say your ma wotena parliament honum kra
okay
but yeah you stand on that and he say yes na phone of one to about the man and your constitution to about the man in do cross carpet you still maintain your seats
but e bianca one cross carpet ujina baby ana ujina na nke so na phone of ento aba man ana
yes say yeah but I know retrospective I know what
okay but laws in Ghana
yemfa anka ya to aba ma wa wi
nice one
and you know constitutional committee you know as them okay no mo nya adwen say to aba ma as MPP member of parliament for a certain constituency Bantama constituency now say on NDC ebeye adwuma obi ani kwan say woje wakonwa afiri nsem nipa omitima adwo wakonwa afiri nsem eye omo to aba ma nti ebetwe next time wokwa no matter about so mpa no matter so mpa ya punish you
nice one
yes but you mean to mean you wakonya influence because we cross carpet you have the right to cross carpet
en komo na ye de ebre no so aboatia ye but ba ko amanfamba se manfamba so na se ye sore so enye yie the election of MMDC
okay. And I think now because we can buy election because I know so you're very interested
because me head time no 5 minutes about turn on do so let's box the two
okay,
and then we'll go
you buy election now see how you buy election the way city and say obi eka enchinigu a na say eka be 3 months to election now and say you to aba no
okay
yeah buy election yen twen na yen to fra preko
right
constitutional review committee no share say yen for anko 1 year so obi can't member of parliament be can't nigu and na otu ni ho ade so for whatever reason will be vacating akonya na say aka 1 year ama yakoto aba ma yen koye buy election yen twen a whole year no na sa constituency no omuni member of parliament kopim say ya be general election no na ya to abo e boy bra e din say obewo at the implementation end of government policy exactly enipa 5 no John Mahama ebe twisi omo na ya screen it down to 3
okay
3 no na fe ya to aba but omo on be to aba from electoral college no and they be decide later we no no ye raw what we think, but how to implement them or not later. Be call parliament na ya bobo ho. First of all, near the best say John Mahama time. All this implementation, no. There was a call referendum. You be call referendum.
I see.
Sure. They are entrenched and you.
Oh, but laws in Ghana are prospective and not retrospective. In TS and Chibium, to the Abadi Aba, the Ebebo in Nimni ere.